What is up, everybody? It's been a while since I have showed progress on this. Been trying to figure out some of the key flaws of the airship, one of them being whether or not to reuse some of the engines and propellers that I made for the previous one. I probably won't even bother attempting to incorporate those the way I have them for the current mod. I recently picked up this piece and I thought it would go wonderful inside of these as a jet engine, but it is much larger, so I might need to make something completely different. Just trying to get some different ideas going. I've got this kind of concept here for possible wings. Let me know in the comments what features you guys are wanting on this airship. Should I put in some wings? Should I add sails? I've thought a lot about adding solar sails and kind of completely making those from scratch, which finding the materials for has been nigh impossible. So I've got several different ideas for where I want this to go, but none of them are really very cohesive. And a lot of the work that I've been doing lately in this has just been looking for art to reference to the different things that I may or may not want to do. I've debated lining these with the gold chains that I use for my Orc mock to kind of give it more of a steampunk vibe. But a lot of it has just been trying to contemplate. I've been really fighting myself to just go through and separate all these pieces into categories as some of the packages have come in. Still waiting on my actual order from Lego. They haven't even shipped it yet, so that's put a major hold on just me trying to put together the pieces that I have. I know I ordered the pieces, but actually sitting down and remembering what every piece was that I ordered and how I wanted to incorporate it into the ship has been the real struggle. Going to be trying to design some wings. I definitely need to try to figure out whether or not I just want it to be the blimp balloons here. So we'll try to figure that out. I do need to strengthen this and tile all of this off and actually make it a lot more sturdy. It's just really flimsy, and I need to figure out a better way to secure all of that. Well, instead of working on the actual airship, I spent the last 2 hours sorting through my pieces and learning the pieces I have. I used to be able to look at a bin of pieces and get inspiration, but since I have become so accustomed to having to see my parts and to know what I have in order to design what I'm making, it's kind of impossible for me to build that way anymore. So hopefully now that I have everything separated, I'll be able to start designing things based on the parts that I have. Here's hoping. Alright, so I finally started working on the actual airship again, kind of creating the base for it to sit on and for it to connect to. So here's hoping. A lot of fine tuning, but I'm really starting to like the way I've got the different pumps going up and down. Well, they look like pumps to me, these shafts I've got building here. And then I've intentionally built this at an angle here. I want it to look like it's moving and that it's flowing and that there's a giant engine in the base of the hull, and it's coming together much better than I previously anticipated. I'm also realizing that despite my large source of dark orange, it is going to be depleted very quickly at this scale. So unless my order comes in soon, I might need to be making more orders for this. As of the moment, only the front end here has been colorized, but I'm getting the rest of the length here of the inside built out. All of this will be covered with the dark orange once I get it designed and put together. Just giving a little progress update. And again, we went with a panel look for the side here to kind of break up just using straight bricks. Just setting these on though allows me to build a much stronger interior, as well as using the SNOT technique will actually make the entirety stronger by connecting the beams. I've only got the one on here right now, but there will be a second one once I finish the Technic panels inside here. I believe we're going to call this a week, and I'll go ahead and flip this around so you guys can see what just the paneling looks like. There we go. So this is what the ship looks like. These will continue all the way along down here when I get those pieces. And so this will just... We're going to go ahead and we're going to take our Steampunk Honest Abe here, and we're going to attach him to the ship so that you guys can kind of get a scale. But we're going to dangerously, precariously set the blimp and the remainder of the hull on top of this and pray that it doesn't come crashing down. So at this point, none of the connection points are very strong. I have precariously staged this for the thumbnail. The size and scope of this are starting to become astronomical. This is way bigger than I originally anticipated. I have that problem when building stuff. I always start small and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger before it's done. But I'm at a point where I can't believe that this is actually coming together and working and looking this good. So this is where I'll end the video this week. If you guys have enjoyed this and want to continue to see this behemoth finished, as well as future mocks, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're just getting started. Till next week.